In Gyumri, once known as the city of 1,001 factories, the sounds of industrial machinery are still a rarity, almost 3 decades after the earthquake. There was a time when Gyumri's factories had as many workers as there are residents in the city today. Now most of the population is unemployed. Almost 90% is without work. Only about 10% of residents are working in small factories. Gyumri is not what it used to be. Master Karapet has been a locksmith for the past 40 years. He was a metal worker before that. The fact that he's long past his retirement age has barely slowed him down. I'll keep working for as long as I can. The 80-year-old locksmith says he would retire if there were someone who could replace him. The fact is, his specialty does not seem to appeal to young people. I'm afraid that no skilled workers will be left in Gyumri when my generation is gone. Karapet Martirosyan works at the woodworking department of the Armenian-American housing manufacturing entity. His son works alongside with him. Together, they earn between $400 and $500 a month. Come here, Jorik, come here. This is my son. He's a furniture maker. The quality of his work is just top-notch. I think he's a master craftsman. Furniture made in the factory is used for schools, kindergartens, community centers, and other facilities renovated or built by Armenia Fund. This is a children's bed that we produce here in the factory. The quality is wonderful. Between 50 and 60% of our products are manufactured for Armenia Fund. 3 years after the quake, in 1991, the Armenian-American housing manufacturing entity was co-founded by the Armenian government and the Armenian Assembly of America. In 1998 and 1999, respectively, the government and the Assembly transferred their shares to Armenia Fund. Currently, the company is a non-profit organization managed by Armenia Fund. The factory has an area of 8 hectares, with departments of woodworking, concrete block manufacturing, and metalworking. Concrete blocks produced at the factory are even stronger than tufa, Harutyunyan says. The company also offers a wide selection of styles and sizes. Our American-designed concrete blocks are ideal for earthquake-resistant construction. That's why the factory was built here in the Shirak region. While stone production in Armenia has decreased with the decline of the country's construction industry, Armenia Fund maintains a steady flow of new construction projects. Today, unfortunately, our factory is operating at 20 or 25% capacity. That's because there isn't much market demand beyond orders placed by Armenia Fund. In Shirak, Armenia's poorest region and ground zero for the industrial slump, company directors have a hard time laying off even a single employee, as they're only too aware of the devastating consequences of unemployment. Armenia Fund has been instrumental in creating jobs in Shirak. Although, if the market were better, we could still have many more employees at our factory. Keeping 50 people on the payroll is still a tremendous help to Shirak. In order to create additional jobs, Harutyunyan has plans to diversify the factory, plans which could bear fruit with adequate investment. For instance, we produce sidewalk tiles. Today, there's a demand for thinner 4-centimeter tiles, which must be imported from the US. We could manufacture them right here. We can also use an investment to start producing metalloplastic doors and windows, for which there's also a significant demand. I wish we could employ 800 people across our hectares, Harutyunyan wishes, as would every resident of Gyumri. They're all confident that it would take one good spark for their compatriots in Russia, Europe, and elsewhere to return to their birthplace.